All right. All right. So, yesterday I was supposed to have a studio session, but I had to cancel it because I had some medical thing going on with my knee. You want out, buddy? You can have out. Don't come back in. I thought we're done anyways. Anyway, so I had some sort of medical thing happening with my knee where it just wouldn't bend, so I had to cancel the studio session. So what I was probably going to end up showing you guys is not going to happen today. But I have been working on another new track. I have been working on another... I think the intro got cut off. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to this week's stream. So I was supposed to have a studio session yesterday with an artist, and I was going to show you what we worked on and kind of make more headway on that track. But because of unfortunate circumstances, I had like a medical thing happen with my knee. I have like tendonitis and couldn't really bend it, so I'm like in a knee brace now. I had to go to the doctor and stuff. But because of that, you guys are going to see me kind of fixing the last little bits of my new track called The Adventure. You can listen to a sample of it up on that playlist that I put. Maybe it is on that. Anyway, I'll make sure it's in the description after the video. But so basically, the song is called The Adventure. Right now I'm working on the final mix right now. I'm trying to get the bass response and everything to just kind of sit just right. You know what I mean? Not be too meaty in the low end, which is what I'm doing right now. So when you look at this EQ, you're going to see a lot of notches. I'm trying to take out certain things. And I showed this last week where I made this sound out of me just touching a guitar cable like, and getting that feedback sound. I recorded it, pitched it up a bunch of semitones, and kind of walked it out, brought it into Melodyne, and made it sound kind of like a guitar. I was like, who needs a guitar when you have a guitar cable? But I have 3 in here. I don't under... Anyway, so the deal is I'm trying to finish this track, and we're just going to get right into it, all right? I still hear that wow sound. That's the meat. Alright, now we're gonna unsolo this and see how it sounds with the rest of the track. That bass is kicking just a little hard, and the bass that I have is these 3 sounds. So right in there. Oh, let's listen to it before. They sound pretty damn similar. Let's solo just all the bass instruments here. And see, this is the back and forth game that I was talking about last time that I was making this track. I mean, you guys kind of saw me making some of this track, but not the entirety of it. And for that, I do kind of apologize because I wanted to show majority of this, but you know, that's not always possible. Where's that one part? It's right here. According to tonal balance, in this track I'm breaking a ton of rules because I've got a really high crest factor, which just means that the dynamics in the track, because of all the starts and stops, are significantly different than the loud parts are significantly different than the quiet parts. There's a big dynamic range in this track, but I'm kind of tightening it all up. Anyway, so hold on. Mason. Oh no, buddy. Come here. Lay down. Be a good boy. How are you being a good boy? Shoot. I'll hobble back over here. Alright. So, basically, where was I? Something about bass response. Whatever. Oh yeah, that's what I was breaking all the rules in tonal balance. So basically, this is the EQ curve, and this is where you want to be for your crest factor. All right, for EDM, and that's kind of what this track is about. But see, there's a lot more high end, and especially this synth right here, than there usually is in most tracks. So that's going to throw the bass off. So I'm going to have a lot more bass to contrast with the high end to make it sound somewhat even. So there's going to be somewhat weird balance already And for me to make that kind of along that curve, it's just not going to be possible. There's going to be dips and other things. If I try to make it look like that curve, it will ruin the sound. But I am trying to push it in that direction. I'm not trying to like shove it in that direction. I'm trying to push it. As you can see, I'm pushing it 2 decibels on certain things. What is that? That's the grouper. See how thick it just got? Taking some heat away. We're gonna see how this. We're gonna listen to it on and off because I've been messing with it for a minute now. Maybe we'll do something like this. We'll just boost this a little bit to contrast what we did there. Still just hearing like a telephone effect, but without this meat here, it's gonna. If I just like do something like that. Right there with that crest factor so high. So let's see what's going on. I'm gonna try this again. And if we just look here, it's mainly a bass sound. So let's take some bass away right there. Where is the bass? It's here. Okay, so let me explain what's happening here. So my crest factor is perfect right here because, let me just keep playing it. right here. Okay. So I've got so much high end. Listen to this. That's higher than in most tracks that I've ever made, even electronic tracks. So you're going to need a lot of low end to counter that. So listen, ready? And that's just an average amount of low end. So it's basically, it's an average amount of low end for that amount of high end. So that's why it's kind of just sitting in the middle. But like for this section right here, where it's just bass. Look at this. Look at the crest factor. But there wasn't everything playing at that point in time, so a lot of the sound is going to sound off. So we're going to take the sample from like right about here. This is what we need to test. Keep feeding it this audio and see if this has a good balance. But the crest factor is just super high. So it's got too much bass. And now we're pushing it in the right direction. As you can see, we're lowering the crest factor while still keeping a nice bass response. But keep in mind, we're going to probably have to do something slightly different over here because there's different things happening. Check this out over here. We should probably be playing this right here. Our crest factor's sitting a little high right now, but our balance is good. So, and you don't always have to follow the rules. You know what I mean? You don't always have to follow the rules with crest factor. Just keep in mind, limiting might be hard at that point. How do I put this? When limiting directly like the bass, not just like the kick, but when you're like crunching the bass, you're going to get crunch. It's going to sound distorted, not in a good way. So keep in mind that you're not going to be able to push a track that has this high of a crest factor in this area that high. But good thing is this isn't the loudest section of the song. This is. Look, balance is a little lower in the bass end. So that means the bass isn't going to be as loud as probably this peak right here around 400. And I'm just saying, I mean, it's about the same, but they're about the same. But like I said, we got a little bit of work to do, and that's what we're doing to this one right here. So anything with mostly bass is going to have a high crest factor. So you can't always go by that specific thing alone and judge your bass content by that. You have to go by ear and a bunch of just a bunch of things. So let's high right there. What is different about this section than that section? Down some. Okay, let's save this. Let's do a little resampling and see what we get. I got a bunch of resample tracks all throughout this production just to do random things to, just to hear what I'm trying to hear. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what happens when you clip it. Because this is more of a transient problem as is anyways. And we're going to see if we can fix it. So this is the best free clipper on the market, period. Okay, I don't know if I want to clip this because it's going to significantly change it. There we go, I found a suitable clip. Adds a little bit of high end, but you know what? We can try to round that high end off. Let's just grab an EQ8 and try to like dull it. We're gonna add 2 dB again. Maybe I don't need it that fucking loud. Yeah, let's reset it now. Hey! How's it going? I just feel like that bass is just kicking just a little too hard right here. Maybe I just dumb down the, like, watch, what if I just, like, what if I just did that? You're from India? That's cool. What time is it there? 5:34 in the morning. I get up at 4 in the morning, so I know the feeling of being up that early. This is a very consistent waveform. I am very proud of what we've done here today. We're going to export this, and we're going to bring it in the mastering session, and we're going to see how it sounds. We're just going to look at it. We're going to throw in the clipper. We're going to see, all right? We'll keep that off for now. Oh. There we go. I'll do this. 8. So I want to open this up in my mastering session, and we're going to see how well it sounds. I wanted to make a song like Porter Robinson. Ah, shit. I got to cancel this because I got to see what... You got to probably bring this down too. I want to bring some of this meat back from this group here. Or we just do something like this, where I push up this and just warm it up a bit. How about that? I know I said this earlier, but I made this sound right here. And this sound. And those two sounds sound like this together. Out of this. Okay, let me see if I can find it. This is the craziest thing. Just a feedback, me touching the guitar cable when I unplugged it from my guitar. I was like, ooh, maybe I can make a bass sound out of that. Turns out it's actually a guitar. It sounds like a guitar. So anyway, let's export this now, the way it was. Alright, now that we're done with this, let's try it again. And now we're just waiting. Now it's going to be interesting. I hope we don't move anytime soon, but when we do, it's going to be interesting. The studio is going to look way different. It's not going to have the same energy. It's going to have a completely different vibe. I'm looking forward to change. That's going to be fun. Me and my girlfriend are looking at possibly getting a new house in the future, near future. I don't know about how long from now, but I imagine within a couple of years. A year or two. Okay. So, I wanted to make a track like Porter Robinson. So I ended up trying to make something similar to what he had with this like hyper pop song starter that I threw in a sampler and played those notes. It was kind of similar to what was already in there, but it's more chopped up and glitchy, and that's what I was kind of going for. So that's just kind of what happened. Now we can see actually what they're trying to show my disorganization on screen. And this did absolutely nothing for the waveform. Look at this. All it did was make the waveform bigger. I have more peaks, more valleys. This is not good. This is not good, my friend. I don't like it. And now I've got way more. You know what? We're going to go back in here. No, let's just continue on. This is the sound we liked. Let's just keep it going, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'm going to have to double this track now. Minimize this and keep those clipper settings. I'm obviously going to have to change the clipper settings. And now we're going to listen to it. I want to listen to this crazy peak right here. I have recently learned something that makes a lot of sense. So, when you're clipping, you do not want to oversample your clip. Because what that does is it's going to upsample your audio, and then when you downsample your audio, it's going to create overs, like it's going to create peaks that were not necessarily there to begin with. So you're just creating more problems doing something like that. So now we can listen to the crunchy version. Here we go. It's going to be a little bit loud. Maybe I'll turn the volume down. I'm going to turn my volume down. Hear that clicking sound. Thank you for the compliment. I actually just made this song earlier this weekend. It was on Saturday is when I started it, I think. And I finished it today. But, yeah, I wanted to make a song like Porter Robinson, and I think I succeeded. My electronic name is Harry the Cat. I'm very, very unknown. I haven't released hardly anything since, like, 2022, which is my first album, which is not amazing take at electronic music. But anyway, I've got a playlist. I'll link it down in the description after we're done here. It's Harry the Cat. It's on SoundCloud. You'll be able to find it. It's great. It's an awesome playlist of 17 brand new songs. Something here. I can hear it crunching, and I'm not liking it. That's about all I'm going to be able to get out of it. What did I say earlier about not being able to hit high levels with this because it's got a high crest. It's got such a high crest factor. Your LUFS you can only push to like -8, -9. It's not that bad, but it's just not amazing. Got a little crunchy there too, didn't it? What's happening? You're gonna stop that. Okay, it's on this track. So I need to back off the... Now, it's hard to hear sometimes, you know what I mean? Just hear every little detail. And I don't like to master in headphones. I'm going to probably do a better master job after the fact. Hopefully this is good, but like I'm hearing things in the headphones, so we're going to go over this again. Let's try it again. And I can do something like... There it is. You hear that? You hear that? So if I just dial this back, and dial this back, and that back. Hearing that click right here. That's what's clipping. That little thing right there. Is it without that? Does it really have that without the clipper? that down. There. Yeah, baby. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's just do this too. Let's freeze this and see what we're getting here. Because I still wanted to add some saturation to it, to the sides and the middle and the low end, but I'm not exactly. Oh, shit. Maybe I should just turn that off. Hold on. Let me just see something here. I'm going to try it over here. I'm nearing the end of this stream. Let's see what this one looks like now. It's even more condensed and more compressed. I like it. Now, we'll see what it does in ozone. I'm shutting all this off because the delta signal shows me what it's adding or taking away. Basically what's changing about it. And if I'm getting any musical content, I'm limiting way too hard. Like, look, watch, 5.8. And that'll produce a very crunchy thing. See that? It's way crunchy. Let's bring it back down to 5.6, 5.5. Let's see where we're at. If I just take it down to 5.2, play it right there again. Okay, getting back to the crest factor. Back what I was saying earlier about the crest factor. If you have a high crest factor, when you push into a limiter, it's more likely that it's going to distort rather than something that has, let's say, a lower crest factor. That's all it means. And the crest factor just means like the dynamics of like the bass and the high end. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's just like it compares the low to the high in their levels relative to a certain curve, I'm guessing. Pink noise, I'm sure. But I'm not sure why that would be useful. Anyway, even if it's not useful, it's still something that you can read that you can use to help you make a better mix and master your tracks better. So if you've stuck around with me this long and you're still here, all of my effect racks on my website that people have been downloading, I've got over 12,000 downloads site wide. That's pretty incredible, you guys. But I'm going to start making some of these into plugins, and that is going to be very fun. I cannot wait. I have someone that might be able to bankroll me here to do this very soon. And by soon, I mean within the next year or so. And see, you can see that we were not able to master this track as high as I would like, but nevertheless, it's still a great track. Builds up nice. It's got pretty much everything you need in a good track. Got the hiccups. Now we'll listen to it. Is that bass kicking too loud? Oh, man. Do I got to go back in here? I think I do. Let's say what we did. Say what we did. All right. We'll go back in here. We'll see what the bass is kicking at the very end, because that's what I forgot. And then we'll export it quick. And then, I'll run it through this stuff again, and it'll be the exact same as it was, except for that bass. So, I mean, I guess now is as a good a time, unless you guys want to stick with me for another 5 to 10 minutes doing that. Well, anyway, you guys stuck with me this long. Might as well keep it going. I think I'll be done before the hour mark anyways. Load, Ableton. I hate when you take your time. It's okay. You can do it. Any day now. Okay, here we are. There we go. Alright, I just saved it as 030. We're doing the exporty thing. I got 2 freezes after this. Gotta open a project and freeze it twice, so we will see what happens. What happens? What happens to this? See what happens. What happens? What happens to this? Yay! Oh, this song was actually really fun to create because I did a lot of interesting pitching up and pitching down and making use out of weird things and sounds that just, were unique to this specific project. And I think that is marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We're going to do this again. We're going to freeze the track. And it's going to be frozen. We're going to lower it down here. We're going to freeze the track. What? They've got a shortcut for freezing tracks? No! What? Hold on. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta make a video about this right after this. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? The world has to know. Oh my gosh. I'm about to alert the world before Ableton does. Hopefully no one else knows. I just saw this now, and it wasn't there earlier because I was on build 8 earlier, and this is build 9 of. Woo! Let me see. Let's try it. Let's try it. See what happens. Oh, this is gonna be insane if it works. Okay. Shift, Command, F. Okay. What? What? That's crazy! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Okay, so Ableton did something incredible, and I gotta end the stream here, you guys. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you guys next week, or even Friday, because I'm gonna stream tomorrow probably. See you then.